Success is not just about reaching a destination, but about the journey of learning, growing, and making an impact. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight is a remarkable occasion as we gather to honor the dedicated individuals who have successfully completed the internship program conducted by the Department of Accountancy, Faculty of Commerce and Management Studies, University of Kelaniya, and to felicitate our esteemed industry partners for their utmost support and invaluable commitment throughout this journey. We warmly welcome you to internship awarding and felicitation ceremony of Department of Accountancy, Idea Night 2025.
Welcome to the night of achievement, honor, and inspiration. The internship awarding and training partner felicitation ceremony of the Bachelor of Business Management Honors in Accountancy is proudly presented by the Department of Accountancy, Faculty of Commerce and Management Studies, University of Kelaniya. Tonight, we celebrate our exceptional interns, visionaries, who have embraced challenges, transformed knowledge into action, and redefined excellence in the world of work. We felicitate our esteemed training partners who have shaped careers and nurtured future accountants. Let's honor success, celebrate partnerships, and make this a night to remember.
In keeping with Sri Lankan traditions, to formally inaugurate the occasion, let me invite the following dignitaries to light the oil lamp. Chief guest, Professor Bandara Vaninayaka, Dean, Faculty of Commerce and Management Studies, University of Kelaniya. Senior Professor, PMC Tilakaratna, Vice Chancellor, Open University of Sri Lanka. Professor Amila Munasinghe, Head, Department of Accountancy, University of Kelaniya. Professor Kamal Tilakasiri, Senior Student Counselor, Faculty of Commerce and Management Studies, University of Kelaniya. Senior Professor JMD Aryaratna, Department of Accountancy. Professor Dilrukshiyapa Bevardhana, Department of Accountancy. Professor Tamara Gunasekara, Department of Accountancy. Professor Vasanthi Madura Peruma, Department of Accountancy. Dr. Anura Karunaratna, Department of Accountancy. Mr. Ashoka Jaisinghe, President Partner, Jaisinghe and Company. Mr. Ashen Rajapaksha, Coordinator, Internship in Accounting, and one student representing 4th year batch.
Thank you all. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the university anthem.
දෙසකිතු ගොස පුරුමය සුරකින සියත් සුවඳ විදු කිරණ බෙදාදෙන සරාසඳ කිවිදුලකර උදාගිර කැලණිය සරසවි මාතා කැලණිය සරසවි මාතා සයුරවි දැඩ නුවන දෙන සත් සිළුමිනවි ඉසුරු සදාලන දැයේ ජීව උල්පදවන් නොසිඳෙන කැලණිය සරසවි මාතා කැලණිය සරසවි මාතා සිය දෙසකිතු ගොස පුරුමය සුරකින සියත් සුවඳ විදු කිරණ බෙදාදෙන සරාසඳ කිවිදුලකර උදාගිර කැලණිය සරසවි මාතා කැලණිය සරසවි මාතා සිත සුවියක් පිවිතුරු නැනගුණ යුගයෙන් යුගයට ඇයට තිලින කර කරු පිරිවර සහ මුළු ලොව සරසන කැලණිය සරසවි මාතා සිතු අඹරේ බැබලේවා සිය දෙසකිතු ගොස පුරුමය සුරකින සියත් සුවඳ විදු කිරණ බෙදාදෙන සරාසඳ කිවිදුලකර උදාගිර කැලණිය සරසවි මාතා සිතු අඹරේ බැබලේවා
Thank you all. Ladies and gentlemen, now let's take a quick glance at the Department of Accountancy.
In the universe of wisdom, knowledge shines as the brightest star. Nestled within the ancient city of Kelaniya for over 140 years, this esteemed institution has emerged as one of Sri Lanka's premier national universities, renowned for its commitment to exceptional education and groundbreaking research. Through its unwavering dedication, the University of Kelaniya has become a beacon, expanding the boundaries of knowledge across diverse fields. At the forefront of the Faculty of Commerce and Management Studies lies the Department of Accountancy, a distinguished and influential academic division established in 1999. This department strives to cultivate students with both academic and professional prowess, empowering them to thrive in the fearlessly competitive global landscape. With an unwavering commitment to sustainable excellence in accounting education and research, the Department of Accountancy has positioned itself as a vanguard of knowledge, fostering intellectual collaborations and spearheading strategic initiatives. Within its ranks, the department boasts a cadre of highly skilled academic staff comprising esteemed professors and PhD holders from prestigious universities around the world. Drawing from their valuable industry experience, these experts are equipped to provide comprehensive guidance to students. Many faculty members are also qualified accountants holding esteemed certifications such as Chartered Accountants, Certified Management Accountants, and Association of Chartered Certified Accountants. The curriculum offered by the Department of Accountancy has garnered accreditation from the Association of Chartered Certified Accountants, further attesting to its quality and relevance. Students within the department enjoy numerous exemptions granted by renowned professional accounting bodies, including the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Sri Lanka, the Chartered Institute of Management Accountants Sri Lanka, the Institute of Certified Management Accountants. Moreover, in collaboration with these esteemed organizations, the university proudly awards gold medals to exceptional students within the Department of Accountancy, recognizing their outstanding academic and professional achievements. Facilitating an enriching environment for teaching and learning, the Department of Accountancy boasts state-of-the-art facilities. Its resource center, conference rooms, lecture theatres and computer lab are all meticulously designed to foster academic growth and exploration. The departmental library houses a vast collection of textbooks, research publications and periodicals, providing students with an extensive array of resources. A recent addition to these facilities is the Smart Learning Zone, a technologically advanced classroom funded by the AHEAD project. This cutting-edge space empowers students with an immersive learning experience while enabling lecturers to deliver interactive and engaging lectures. In its quest to uplift accounting education and the accounting profession in Sri Lanka, the Department of Accountancy has forged strategic partnerships with leading private and professional institutions. Through a number of memorandums of understanding, these partnerships allow undergraduates to receive subject exemptions from renowned professional accounting institutions, fast-tracking their journey to becoming academically and professionally qualified corporate professionals. The Department of Accountancy at the University of Kelaniya currently offers 3 undergraduate degree programs: Bachelor of Business Management in Accountancy Honours Degree, Bachelor of Business Management in Auditing and Forensic Accounting Honours Degree, and Bachelor of Business Management in Accounting Information Systems Honours Degree. These comprehensive programs provide students with in-depth knowledge and specialized skills in their respective fields. For postgraduate students seeking to further enhance their understanding of accounting and finance concepts, the department offers a Master of Business in Accounting and Finance program. Additionally, a higher diploma in business accounting is available for students who did not secure university admissions, providing them with a solid foundation in business accounting principles. Recognizing the ever-evolving nature of business landscape, the Department of Accountancy is dedicated to regularly reviewing and updating its curriculum. Industry professionals actively contribute their insights to ensure that program remains aligned with the latest industry requirements, equipping students with relevant and practical knowledge. An integral component of the department's curriculum is its internship program, a valuable opportunity for students to gain hands-on work experience before graduation. This program allows them to apply the theoretical knowledge acquired in the classroom to real-world scenarios within a professional setting. The Department of Accountancy pioneered the inclusion of an internship program in the undergraduate curriculum at the University of Kelaniya, setting a precedent for experimental learning in the field. To further enhance the internship program, the Department of Accountancy has implemented a systematic monitoring and evaluation mechanism. This involves a quadrilateral relationship among the intern, academic superior, external superior, and the internship committee. The Department of Accountancy organizes various annual events and activities to enrich the students' experience and foster a sense of community. Among these are Idea Night, a platform where accountancy students, academia, and corporate sector representatives can come together. iCare, a forum for sharing research findings and discussing contemporary issues in the accounting arena. Career fairs to assist undergraduates in finding training opportunities with reputable organizations in both the audit and non-audit sectors. And a teachers training program designed to equip advanced level teachers with new knowledge and teaching methodologies. To further support students' personal and professional growth, the Department of Accountancy at the University of Kelaniya boasts 3 dedicated student associations: the Accountancy Students Association of the University of Kelaniya, the Accounting Information Student Association, and the Forensic Accounting Students Association. These associations work collaboratively to organize a wide range of student activities throughout the year. By engaging in these events, students have the opportunity to develop valuable soft skills, enhance their leadership abilities, and foster a spirit of unity and understanding among themselves. In conclusion, the Department of Accountancy at the University of Kelaniya is committed to academic excellence, innovative teaching methods, and preparing students for their future endeavors. With its dedicated faculty, industry-oriented staff, cutting-edge facilities, and strong partnerships with professional accounting institutions, the department continues to shine as a beacon of knowledge, equipping students with the necessary skills and qualifications for success in the field of accounting and the related areas. The University of Kelaniya's Department of Accountancy is where knowledge meets excellence, fostering a community of lifelong learners and shaping the future of accounting professionals in Sri Lanka and beyond.
To mark the commencement of the Idea Night 2025, I would like to invite Professor Amila Munusingha, Head Department of Accountancy, to deliver the welcome address. Over to you, Madam.
Good evening, distinguished guests, industry partners, faculty members and students. As the head of the Department of Accountancy, I warmly welcome all of you to Idea Night 2025. Idea Night is an annual event organized by the students, especially final year students of the accountancy degree program. Purpose of this program is to recognize and appreciate their training partners for providing them invaluable training opportunities for a period of 2 years. Actually, these students will be graduated soon. So they have now completed all their course units and internship training, compulsory requirement. It's embedded into curriculum with six credit values. So today they will showcase their talents and skills, and also we will award them with certificates for successfully completing their internship period of 2 years. Okay, with that note, let me welcome the esteemed panel of dignitaries for this Idea Night Forum. First, Professor Bandara Maninayaka, Dean of the Faculty of Commerce and Management Studies, today join us as the chief guest of the event. I warmly welcome you, sir. Then, Madam Vice Chancellor, Professor Nilanthi Silva, she has sent her appreciation to all industry partners and best wishes to all of our interns. And she has informed us she is unable to join due to an unavoidable reason. Then I would like to welcome our own professor, Professor Lal Tilakaratne, Vice Chancellor, Open University of Sri Lanka. I warmly welcome you, sir, for this Idea Night. Then our first head of the department, retired Professor Aryaratna Jayamaha. I warmly welcome you, sir, for this forum. Then all of our professors, academic staff members, non-academic staff members, I warmly welcome all of you to this forum. With that, I hope our keynote speaker, maybe he will join us shortly. Anyway, I will welcome him as well. Mr. Duminda Hulangamua, Chairman, Ceylon Chamber of Commerce. He's the Managing Partner, EY Sri Lanka and Maldives. He will join us soon. Then I welcome all of our training partners. This time we have 49 training partners. Majority are from audit firms, including 4 big audit firms, plus other organizations as well. All of them have provided internship opportunities for nearly 130 students. So I warmly welcome all of you for this Idea Night 2025. Last but not least, I extend my warmest welcome to all of our final year students. So with that note, let me brief about the Department of Accountancy. Department of Accountancy was established in 1998 as the second accountancy department in the state university system. So over the last 27 years, we have introduced two other degree programs as well, Auditing and Forensic Accounting Honors Degree Program and AIS Accounting Information Degree Program. When it comes to Forensic Accounting Degree Program, first batch of students passed out last year, and AIS Degree Program with this year's new intake, now AIS Degree Program students are in all 4 years. The first batch will be passed out in the next year. So if I just mention about department staff strength, we have 6 professors and 9 PhD holders, and altogether we have at the moment 20 staff members serving us. Most of them are professionally qualified as well. Other than that, so to run all these 3 programs, we alone cannot do this function. We get the support of all these industry partners. As visiting lecturers, some of them join us as visiting lecturers, some of them join us for different workshops. These days also we are having a series of accounting standards awareness session for lecturers just to get an update on new accounting standards and all. So there are all the industry partners, resource persons from audit firms helps us. So that is how this is this is not a academically produced, I mean, our graduates are not only enriched with academic qualifications, technical qualifications, they are given the blend of internship and industry-oriented training as well. Thereby, our aim is to produce career-ready graduates. I think all these industry partners may have the experience of how well our students are by now. Okay, with that note, if I just mention actually this internship program from this year, we have made it compulsory for 2 years. Even this batch, most of the students have covered 2 years training program, period of years. And in their curriculum, it has a credit bearing of 6, and that is calculated for their GPA as well. So with that, so I think with that short welcome note, I think all these training partners and all these industry partners will continue their support in the future as well, not only for providing internship opportunities for our students, but in the when we revise our curriculums, facilitating us as resource persons, we seek that continued support to strengthen our degree programs as well. So before I conclude, I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to organizing committee, especially all of our final year students and the academic coordinator, lecturer Mr. Ashen Rajapaksha for his dedication, including the term, for conducting and organizing this Idea Night 2025. So I invite all of you to enjoy this Idea Night 2025 and have it as a very fruitful session. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Madam. Ladies and gentlemen, now I would like to cordially invite Chief Guest of the Day, Professor Bandaravani Nayaka, Dean, Faculty of Commerce and Management Studies, University of Kelaniya, to address the gathering. Over to you, sir.
Very good evening to all of you. Professor Amila Manasinghe, Head, Department of Accountancy. Professor Lal Tilakaratne, Vice Chancellor, Open University Sri Lanka. Professor Ariyaratne Jayamaha, former Dean of the Faculty of Graduate Studies, University of Kelaniya. And all the distinguished academic members from Department of Accountancy. Our keynote speaker, Mr. Duminda Ulangamu, and all panel members and industry partners, training industrial trainers, and all the distinguished guests and ladies and gentlemen. It is my great honor and indeed pleasure to address you all in very colorful night, idea night. And I really appreciate Department of Accountancy organizing this event from 2012 up to now, more than 13 consecutive years, to celebrate the achievement of our student internship and the providing the appreciation to the training partners. I believe it is remarkable, that event, and this time also very nicely organized by the organizing committee. Really appreciate it. And also, I would like to appreciate Department of Accountancy for their unwavering effort to develop and produce competent accountancy graduates to the nation throughout last decade, more than decades. Because I know from the industry, I think you may witness, our accountancy graduates having big demand from the industry, even audit, even non-audit, because their competency level is at very advanced level compared to the other state universities. We maintain high employable rate, I believe more than 96, 97. There's some voluntary, that somebody deviating from the working, only they are become unemployed, otherwise they become, all the graduates within 3 months, the standard is, we calculate the employability after graduation within 3 months, they have to get the employable opportunity. But our accountancy graduate from third year onwards, they continuously working in organizations, and therefore I can say their employable rate is almost zero. The unemployable rate is almost zero. And in not only that, even faculty, if you take, I am representing the faculty. Department of Accountancy is one department. We have altogether 5 departments. Our faculty is quite big faculty. Sometimes, we have 4,000 student capacity, because every year from UGC student selected, university selected list, we are taking 1,000 undergraduates, and we offer 14 degree programs. Out of that 14 degree program, as Professor Amila mentioned, 3 programs offered by Department of Accountancy, other 11 programs offered by other departments. We have highest demand for all the degree programs. Our overall faculty employability rate is concerned, we are number 1 in the country. Compared to other universities, we have statistics and some survey data. Based on that, our employable rate is very high. In order to improve that employability rate, we have taken a lot of initiation as a faculty. The main thing is, we always focusing on the quality of the learning and teaching environment, and we are trying to meet the international standard of the quality. Especially, sometime we are the only faculty. We are going to AACSB accreditation. Now we are in the process of that. We have already submitted our SCR, and we are in the process of evaluation. If we get it, that is only the management faculty obtain AACSB accreditation. It is international, accepted, reputed, international quality standard organization. In addition to that, sometime the UGC Quality Assurance Council, every 4 years' time, they are doing some evaluation of the degree program of the country, and they evaluated our degree program in 2019, and we got A grade for all our degree programs. But other faculty, according to my understanding, they have not secured A grade for all the degree programs from the UGC Quality Assurance Quality Council. In addition to that, some of our department working with the ISO quality accreditation also. And therefore, all the aspect we are trying to maintain that level of quality, and we believe during that learning process, if we can maintain that quality standard, our output will be highly competent graduate. In addition to that, our faculty, another important characteristic, an important feature is we are very closely work with the industry. Each department working for the different domains. Department of Accountancy working in accounting domain, Department of Marketing working in the marketing domain, HRM working in the HR domain. But relevant professional organizations very closely work with each department. Not only that, we have signed 53 MOUs with local and foreign organizations for different purposes, and all are very active, and therefore we can very closely work and collaboratively work with the industry players. In addition to that, we highly adapted to the technology, because we are not forgetting the technology, because emerging technology we are using for our learning process, and especially teaching techniques. We are using simulation, games, business capstone, real life learning scenarios we take in our learning process, and therefore our students can achieve the big targets when they come to the final year, even though they are coming from the different background. Because as you know, we are having big challenge, because first year when we start, we are having a student from everywhere in the country. They are having different capabilities, different background. But when we take them to final year, we make them industry ready by that part throughout that 4-year learning process. And that part done by all the department, I think accountancy become more prominent in that particular process. In addition to that, all our degree programs we design based on the Sri Lanka qualification framework, as you know. Because Sri Lanka qualification framework, we develop graduate profile. Because we have decided after 5 years time, after 10 years time, by 2000, these days we did a very recent curriculum revision. By 2030, what kind of accountancy graduate will be needed to the industry? And by 2030, what kind of marketing graduate will be needed to the industry? Likewise, we discuss with the stakeholders, and we develop the graduate profile, and very clearly we identify what kind of knowledge they have, what kind of skills they have, what kind of attitude and mindset they should have. And accordingly, we try to identify what are the subject areas to be included in the curriculum. Not only that, what kind of teaching and learning technique and evaluation techniques. Accordingly, very carefully we design our curriculum, and our delivery part also done by our very competent the lecture panel. Professor Amila mentioned the strength of accountancy department. Altogether, the entire faculty, we have 135 academic staff, permanent academic staff. Out of them, 60 PhD holders and 40 professors. And therefore, we have big human capital, and we can deliver whatever the things we promise. In addition to that, we always very closely work with the student and giving freedom to student to learn, because this is learning is a process, not only just that classroom activity. And we make real atmosphere to our student. And in case of accountancy degree, by in third year, they release to the industry to do the internship. All the degree program, internship become compulsory requirement, but most of degree program, they are giving only 6 months or 1 year. But accountancy degree, 2 years, they release students to the industry. They can work in audit firm or in a non-audit, and they can sign the articles to compile the requirement of CA qualification, and all the things will be possible while following the accountancy degree. With that small note, I like to appreciate again accountancy Department of Accountancy. Their staff is highly dedicated staff, and always trying to that develop the quality graduate. This is also another milestone of that effort. Today, I think around 100 internship completed students, they are going to get their awards. I think another few weeks they will pass out from the university. And I believe as department put that effort, all our students, after few weeks, you will be the graduates, and I believe you will deliver to whatever the place you are working, an industry, to the country, the your maximum capacity, because you are, end of the day, become brand ambassadors of the Department of Accountancy, as well as you are brand ambassador of the Faculty of Commerce and Management Study. If you are working properly, then industry believe our graduates are very competent graduate. But I believe definitely you can do this. Thank you very much for inviting me. Wish you all the best. Have a nice evening. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, now we have come to the key highlight of today's agenda, launch of the case studies in accounting. After months of dedication from our undergraduates and academic staff, the Department of Accountancy continues to add value to Idea Night each year. As an innovation of Department of Accountancy, we proudly present case studies in accounting under the theme Bridging the Gap, a collection of practical and contemporary accounting issues identified during our training period.
With that being said, it's now time to officially launch the 12th volume of case studies in accounting. For this, may I cordially invite Professor Bandaravani Nayaka, Dean, Faculty of Commerce and Management Studies, and Professor Amila Munasinghe, Head, Department of Accountancy.
Thank you all. Ladies and gentlemen, you can now access the e-version of case studies in accounting via www.doa.lk/publications. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the keynote speaker of today in the arena, Mr. Duminda Hulangamur. Please acknowledge his presence in this great venue today. Let's now shift our focus to another significant segment of today's agenda. As a valuable addition this year, we have introduced a Students' Forum, a platform designed to foster insightful discussions and knowledge sharing among our future professionals.
With that note, to proceed with the Students' Forum, let me invite our very own colleagues to the stage. Now it's my pleasure to hand over this session to the moderator of the Students' Forum, Akasha Vijayasirivardhana. Over to you, Akasha.
A very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We've just witnessed the launch of our case study book, an incredible collection of real-world experience from our interns during their 2-year-long training period. These case studies aren't just stories. They are powerful insights into how young professionals like us navigate in the ever-changing world of the corporate. But here's the real question. How do we, as young professionals, adapt to the fast-paced, technology-driven, and ever-changing world of accounting and finance? That's exactly what we are here to explore. I am Akasha Vijayasrivardhana, the moderator of the Young Accountants Forum 2025. For this discussion, I am joined by 4 fellow colleagues of mine who have gone through the same experience and here to share their insight with us. Let me introduce them first. So we have Akram Wasim, an audit senior from Deloitte Sri Lanka. Next to him, we have Resha Bandara, EY and senior accountant at EY Sri Lanka. To my right, we have Ayush Ranasinghe and Nadija Bekon, both senior accountants from EY Sri Lanka. Each of these panelists bring a wealth of knowledge and first-hand experience from their training period. I assure you, this discussion is going to be both insightful and thought-provoking. So let's dive straight into it. To start off, let's begin with Ayeshi. So Ayeshi, corporate governance has been a key focus in accounting and finance for over years. Yet we still see major fraud cases and governance challenges, both in globally and here in Sri Lanka. So why do you think this continues to happen, and what's the way forward for it?
Yes. Thank you, Akasha. That's a great point for a discussion. So even though policies and frameworks in place, corporate governance challenges still exist due to several reasons. First, good governance depends on the people who implement it. Here, companies may have well-documented policies, but if leadership doesn't uphold the ethical standards, issues can easily arise. Second, loopholes in regulations can sometimes be misused. While regulations like IFRS, Code of Ethics, Corporate Governance exist, their implementation differ across the countries and industry. So, in Sri Lanka, we have seen cases where governance failure linked to lack of transparency and weak internal control. And on the other hand, the way forward is strong enforcement and a shift in corporate culture. So Akasha, governance is not just about compliance, right? It's about using a culture and ethics to govern us this year. So regulators, professionals like us, have a role to play in ensuring accountability. The more we emphasize ethical practices in our own career, the more we contribute to a business environment where good governance becomes the norms. And as young professionals, we are ready to uphold the ethics, and we are ready to make a big changes in these environments, right? So we are not just stepping into the corporate world. We are trying to shape its future, I think.
Thank you for the great insight, Ayeshi. So, Ayeshi, business often struggle with identifying their risk correctly and staying compliant with their regulations, all while having their operations running smoothly. So, what practical steps can the companies take to avoid misclassifying risk, ensure compliance, and uphold their ethical standards in their daily financial operations?
Well, that's a really important question, Akasha. So most companies treat risks like a box-ticking exercise. Just because something looks fine on paper doesn't mean it really is, right? So most compliance failure happen because people are afraid to talk about potential risks and to challenge the authority. So companies should prepare continuous training and continuous plan and the potential discussion about potential risks for the risk management. So if you refer our case study book, in the page number 83, there is a case study related to the improper recognition of expected credit loss. Here, a bank has reclassified a non-performing loan as performing while reducing loan loss provision and overstating profitability. Here, the application of SLFRS 9 and the Banking Act number 13 of 2021 has been violated. So it's created a financial risk. To mitigate the risk, the bank should reclassify the loan as non-performing while adjusting the loan loss provision. So I think companies should treat risk as the strategy because the future of risk isn't about just ticking compliant boxes. It's about using technology, ethics, culture to create businesses for long-term success. And we are not just stepping into the corporate world, as I mentioned before. So we are ready to uphold ethics and we are ready to make new changes in this business environment as young professionals. So I believe.
That's a great perspective, Aishi. So I'm sure you've all seen the recent discussion about the recent Sri Lankan government budget 2025. It's been a hot topic everywhere, from boardrooms to streets to social media, everyone is talking about it. Some see this as a necessary move to stabilize our economy, while others worry about how we will be adapting to the changes the government budget brings. So, Akram, from your perspective, what are the biggest changes in the budget this time in terms of tax implications?
Yes, Akasha. The budget 2025 has been the talk of the town, which, especially with the recent tax amendment. Since the first budget from the current government, there has been a lot of debate on how these changes will impact to the businesses and individuals. In this budget, we have the lot of personal income tax changes. The government is tweaking to the tax bracket, give some relief for the middle income earner, which could put a little more cash flow into the people's pocket. The hope is that the extra spending power will boost to the economy. But always we have to see how it plays out. Ultimately, while these changes are aimed to establish the economy and improve the tax efficiency, businesses and individuals will need to time adjust. It's going to be an important professional like us. If they updated, make sure we are advising businesses properly how to navigate this shift. And also, I want to add one more point, Akasha. The 2025 and 26, this means next year of assessment onward, the freelancer and we all know the YouTuber and the service exporter, they are liable to pay at the maximum rate of the 15% tax on their taxable income. First, 1 million, they are liable to pay at the rate of the 6%, and the remaining taxable income, they are liable to pay at the rate of the 15%. Right.
Thank you for that comprehensive overview, Akram. It's clear that these tax changes will have far-reaching effect on both corporates as well as the individual taxpayers, like how Akram mentioned. So now let's delve deeper into one of these amendments in the budget, which is the removal of SVAT, Akram. Could you elaborate more on how this specific change impacts businesses and the broader economy?
Yes, Akasha. The removal of the SVAT has been the big topic in this year's budget. It's the major changes for the businesses like locally and the exporter. SVAT was originally introduced to make a VAT payment easier, but now SVAT has been removed, the company go back to the usual refund system. In here, the biggest concern is the cash flow issue. Businesses, especially exporter, they are worried about to get their VAT refund take too long. If the refund takes too long, the entity must face the financial statement issue. And also, Akasha, in our case study book, there is a case study related to SVAT. In here, the JK Exporter Private Limited, they are faced a 400 million SVAT liability due to the new changes in the SVAT rule. Vendor data, inaccuracy in the vendor data entry, and the exchange rate differences, these issues are arise. To recommend this, manual exchange rate input and the credit voucher printed are the recommendation. To evolve the tax regulation, the businesses must need to change according to that. It means companies can reduce the financial misstatement and the streamline tax process.
That's a solid breakdown, Akram. It's clear that businesses are worried about how this will play out in the future. So let's see. Now, speaking of changes, there's a rapid change that is happening on our field accounting, which is the digital transformation. So, Nadija, what do you think about this rapid transformation in our profession?
Well, Akasha, actually, this digital transformation is currently fundamentally reshaping most of the industries around the globe, and accounting is no exception. So with this digital transformation influence, even accounting is becoming a much more complicated digital system from the traditional manual process as we knew it. So as I see, one of the key benefits of this digital transformation is improved accuracy and efficiency. With the use of tools like artificial intelligence, machine learning, big data, or cloud computing, we can make things much faster with less errors, so we can actually focus on more higher value work. The thing is, Akasha, with this advancement, there are also threats as well. we are trying to digitalize every financial system, there is this increasing threat of cybersecurity, cyber attacks, data breaches, unauthorized access. Moreover, so we are relying so much on technology, it reduces human oversight. Well, actually, that could lead to missed irregularities or missed system errors. So, as accountants, what we must do is improve our internal controls and internal audits. So, the digital systems must be regularly reviewed to check the compliance with rules and regulations. So, additionally, companies can implement better access controls. Also, they can implement better data encryption methods and multi-factor authentications to further mitigate these threats. So, if you're asking me about the influence of digital transformation to the accounting, so I'd say that it has both pros and cons. It is we who must know how to take the full advantage while staying away from the risk.
So Nadija, in your answer, you mentioned about artificial intelligence, AI, right? So it sparked this question where there's a lot of talk about how AI is taking over accounting. Softwares now handle bookkeeping, audits, to even complex financial analysis. So some say this could even mean that accountants won't be needed in future. So what do you think about this, Nadija? Will AI really replace us?
Well, Akasha, I believe the answer is actually no. Artificial intelligence is not going to replace accountants, but it is definitely going to reshape the accounting profession. So let me tell you, think about when the calculators were invented. Did it replace accountants or mathematicians? No. So what it did was, it made their work better and easier. So that's the same thing that's going to happen with artificial intelligence. The real concern here, Kasha, is not AI. It is someone who understands AI. So you won't be replaced by an artificial intelligence tool, but you could be replaced by someone who understands AI. So as accountants, what we must do is improve our knowledge and learning about artificial intelligence, know how to work with it. So additionally, we must also improve our soft skills as well. It could be either critical thinking or strategic planning. So rather than fearing artificial intelligence, we must try to embrace it, because the future of accounting is not about manual processes anymore. Or it is going to more about advisory, critical thinking, strategic decision making. So if we can embrace artificial intelligence correctly, we will be actually ahead and not be replaced. So with that saying, Akasha, I have this great real-world example. There's this bank in United Arab Emirates called First Abu Dhabi Bank. In 2024, it entered to an agreement with Microsoft to fully automate as many as their processes using Microsoft artificial intelligence systems. So as a result of that, the bank's efficiency was improved by 88%. They saved $57 million in cost. They also saved 1.8 million labor hours. So the saved time and money was invested in their employees' learning and development regarding AI. Akasha, I think that's what should be happening in everywhere relating to this artificial intelligence implementation.
That's a great way to look at it, Nadija. So at the end of the day, it's all about adapting and staying relevant, isn't it? So now let's talk about something that companies are struggling to balance, which is numbers versus quality in sustainable reporting. With SLFRS S1 and S2 coming into play, companies are pushed to look beyond their financials. Uresha, how do you think companies are adjusting to these changes? Are businesses generally embracing this concept of sustainability, or are they doing it as more of a compliance exercise? And another question, so how we as young professionals are adapting to this and being ready for the changes that is ahead of us?
Yeah, actually that's a great point, Akasha. With SLFRS S1 and S2, companies are definitely under more pressure to go beyond just financial reporting. So this SLFRS S1 and S2 is effective from 1st January 2025, and as we all know, it is compulsory requirement for top 100 companies operating in Sri Lanka. So it's no longer just about the numbers, right? It's about the quality, transparency, and the real impact. So first, when we consider SLFRS S1, it sets a framework for sustainability-related disclosures, requiring an entity to report on their material sustainability risk, on the other hand, material sustainability opportunities. So Akasha, this includes governance, strategy, then risk assessment, and key metrics aligned with the Task Force on Climate-related disclosures. So this ensures a complete and unbiased picture of a company's sustainability effort across its value chain. On the other hand, moving to SLFRS S2, it sets a framework for climate-related disclosures, requiring an entity to report on its risk, both the transition risk that involves in shift into a low-carbon economy, on the other hand, the physical risk from climate events. So actually that standard mandates disclosures on climate governance, then greenhouse gas emission, and the capital allocation for these climate initiatives. So actually, Akasha, as you mentioned, the one big shift is in the risk assessment. So when we consider the auditor's perspective, auditors are evaluating quantitative data, on the other hand, qualitative data for their risk assessment, for their combined risk assessment. I think other colleagues also agree with me. So this means a company cannot just report on their profits. They need to show how they can manage environmental and social risk as well. Akasha, the challenge is that balancing these sustainability efforts with the compliance. You know, some companies are doing their genuine effort to integrate this sustainability to their reports, but others are doing what? They are doing bare the minimum, right? So they publish reports that good on papers, but they do not reflect the real action. That's the thing. So the way forward is better accountability with compliance. Companies need to think this sustainability more than just a requirement. They need to think about their long-term value creation. If not, they will definitely struggle with the competitiveness. So answer for your last question. How's our preparation for these challenges as young professionals? Actually, sustainability is creating more opportunities for accounting professionals, right? With standards like SLFRS S1 and S2, companies need to follow these standards. On the other hand, they need expertise in these areas. So, accountant plays a major role in ensure the compliance and transparency. So, I think as young professionals, we upskilled in these areas and we definitely can meet the demand from the industry.
That's a great point, Uresha. It's clear that businesses can't just look sustainable, right? They need to be sustainable. With all the reporting standards evolving, companies take this seriously will stand out. As we come to the end of the insightful discussion, I'd like to take a moment to reflect on the key topics that we've discussed today. From ethics and corporate governance to tax reforms, digital transformation, and sustainable reporting, the world of accounting and finance is rapidly evolving. And we also see how we as aspiring professionals are updated and informed about these topics. A heartfelt thank you to my dearest colleagues, Akram, Uresha, Ayesha, and Nadija, for sharing your expertise and real-world insights. Your experience have provided a valuable perspective on how aspiring professionals like us should navigate the contemporary challenges and stay ahead in the industry. To our audience, I hope this discussion has given you a glimpse into how we as aspiring professionals stay adaptive and informed about contemporary topics. More than just understanding principles, the future of accounting and finance is about applying them innovatively to drive real change. And finally, by inviting you to check our case study book, the volume 12, you can explore more case studies than the ones that we've discussed in this discussion. So at the end of the discussion, I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude for all of you for being a wonderful audience tonight. With that, I'm Akasha Jesirivardhana, signing off as the moderator of the Young Accountants Forum. Hope you enjoy the rest of Idea Night 2025.
As the Students' Forum on Navigating Change, how young professionals adapt to contemporary challenges, come to a close. We extend a heartfelt thank you, our moderator and our colleagues for sharing such invaluable insights and experiences. Now, as we wrap up, let's take a moment to hear from some of our distinguished guests. Rusni, I believe our distinguished guests have some reflection to share with us.
Absolutely, Darushi. So let me come down to the audience and get a quick few reviews from our distinguished guests on what they think about this Students' Forum. So let me come down to Mr. Damit Gamage, who is here with us today, a partner of Ernst & Young. Sir, good evening. What are your key takeaways from this today's forum?
Thank you. Thank you, everyone, and good evening. Thanks for inviting EY as a training partner for this event, Idea Night of Department of Accounts of University of Kelaniya. In previous occasions, I've gone through this particular case study book. It's actually technically very rich, and a lot of different case studies have been involved there. I think it's very good to see the students are coming up with all these technical knowledge and contemporary topics that are evolving. And also about the whole event, it's very encouraging for the students to give these awards and recognizing them after their intern period. And also as intern partners, we also like to collaborate with the lecturers, the students, and good to see all these events happening. And thank you, and it's a very good event organized.
Thank you so much, sir, for your insightful perspective. Now, let's hear from another distinguished guest who is here today, Mrs. Tamali Rodrigo, partner at KPMG. Madam, what are your impressions of this Students' Forum?
Again, thank you very much for inviting me and KPMG. Also considering KPMG as your valued learning partners. Well, I'm enjoying the session. And also it's good to, unlike Damit, I have not read your case study book, but I'm sure it's very insightful. And it's a great idea that, case studies are being analyzed and it's out there for people to learn as well. So we're enjoying it and looking forward to seeing what's in store for the rest of the evening. Thank you.
Thank you very much, madam. We are grateful that you are enjoying the evening. And last but not least, let's hear from Mr. Sanjay Bandara, a former president of CA Sri Lanka, who is here with us today. Sir, what are your insights on this forum?
Thank you once again. So I strongly believe that practical training is the most important element in your degree program, and so as a result, the students, especially your students, get an opportunity to get some hands-on experience on application of what they have learned, especially during the first 2 years at the university. So therefore, by the time the students complete their degree program, they become employable graduates. Event of this particular nature basically recognize the student, in the sense appreciate or encourage the students to do their practical training well, because here we are going to recognize them. Recognizing them here at this kind of an event, encourage them to do their training well in future. So therefore, I wish all of them all the best, and all the organizers also all the best for this.
Thank you very much, sir, and thank you to everyone who shared their insights on this incredible Students' Forum put out by the undergraduates. Tarushi, over to you.
Ladies and gentlemen, next to deliver the keynote speech, we have invited a renowned personality from the industry. Mr. Duminda Hulangamur, the country managing partner of Ernst & Young, Sri Lanka and Maldives, has a remarkable journey spanning decades at EY. He was appointed as a partner in 1991 and later took on the role of Head of Tax Services in 2012, revolutionizing tax advisory services. His leadership extends beyond EY as he also serves as the chairman of Ceylon Chamber of Commerce, making a significant impact on the nation's business and economic landscape. Academically, he is a fellow member of both Institute of Chartered Accountants of Sri Lanka and the Chartered Institute of Management Accountant UK. Adding to his diverse expertise is a graduate in law from the University of London. With that, I'd like to cordially invite keynote speaker of the day, Mr. Duminda Hulangamua, to the podium. Over to you, sir.
The Dean of the Faculty, dear students, graduates, and undergraduates from the University of Kelaniya, the organizations that are represented here who are affiliated to the university in providing training, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for inviting me to deliver the keynote speech at this event. I'm very careful in delivering speeches these days because of the attention the media gives to sensitive topics. But I could not refuse my colleague from EY who requested me to come and deliver this speech today. When I saw the 4 undergraduates here, I was very proud that at least 3 of them are from Ernst & Young. Not to belittle the others, though. And I was listening to the gentleman who was talking about taxation. I thought that he will criticize, but he cannot afford to criticize because one of his most proudest alumni has presented the budget. So, before I came for this event, I did not know the talent and the capacity of the graduates that you have produced. I think you should be proud of them. I was so impressed listening to the 4 graduates here on stage, the knowledge they displayed, the confidence which they spoke, and the practical experience they have gained, I guess as a result of the affiliation that you're having with the partner organizations to train your graduates. I did not have the fortune of going to university. I joined Ernst & Young almost 40 years ago, straight from school. In those days, I don't think anyone who's here from the profession that long, Sanjay is much later, we did not have very many graduates joining the firms. The accountancy profession largely were people who came from school as school leavers like us. Largely, the graduates started entering the profession in the early 90s and as undergraduates, and they evolved largely from Jayadhara University. And at Ernst & Young, I remember in the 80s, our graduate population would have been more than 10 to 15% of the total number of employees. But this number grew as years went by. So much so that in the late 90s and 2000s, we had more than 50 to 60% of our employees largely from the Jayadhara University. And the profession also started growing with the demand that came from the undergraduates. But I learned now that close to 50% of our staff of the graduates are from the Kelaniya University. The Kelaniya University was known earlier as a university for engineering and arts. have produced remarkable graduates in the field of accountancy and commerce. I think the days when we were young, when we entered the world after school, the universities were perceived as institutions where people only strike. My wife was a graduate from Faculty of Law from the University of Colombo, was at home for about 2-3 years because the university was closed. The perception of universities were not great, in that they were more closed than open. But listening to today and seeing today, and also seeing the students that have come from the 90s, 2000s, I think the lecturers have put in a fantastic effort in changing that perception and making Sri Lankan universities some of the best in the world, especially in the fields of commerce and accountancy. You have produced some of the best graduates. Some of the best employees at EY, I know, are products of Kelaniya and Jayawardenepura. The institute is also proud of it, Sanjay. We have a lot of them coming from these two universities now. I think what has changed the perception and the product you deliver is the association that you're having in the private sector. The affiliation with the private sector, where you permit and encourage your students to work while studying, has changed the perception. It not only gives the experience of technicality, but it exposes you to the world as well. University students who were perceived at one time, many years ago, especially in the commerce faculties, as those who are not suitable for employment. We have changed that whole perception and the product by exposing them to the world. They're able to see, and they have been able to see what the outside world is, what it means to be in business, what it means to be employed, what skills you require, the broad knowledge you require, not only in academics, but in drama, in sports, in current affairs, in business in general. So I think you all have changed that whole product, and that is why you see graduates of this nature here who talk so confidently on the matters of subject that they've been given. So I think the lecturers who are here should take pride of the fact that you devoted so much of time and effort in producing graduates of this nature. I was listening to the dean who said that the unemployment rate is almost zero of products of Kelaniya and Jayawardenepura as well. So that is the change in education that we must inculcate in our country. And I think this should go across to all faculties in the universities, so that we don't have unemployed graduates who are demanding for jobs. This rhythm that you have created, this trend you have created, this experience you have created in your faculties, you should share with other faculties of the universities as well. We can't have them left behind. We need to carry them with us. So you need to transform all sectors of the university education with the private sector, so that they're exposed to the world and they know what it is to be employed and what skills they need to develop. I'm not saying everyone should be an accountant, everyone should be an engineer, everyone should be a doctor. We have other specialties that you can develop these people on. In other countries of the world, musicians, sportsmen, hospitality sector, chefs, hotel managers, all come out of a profession, all come out of universities. They all specialized degrees in those countries and they find jobs. In Sri Lanka, still we have a situation where people want to change verticals, where you qualify as a HR person, you want to do accountancy. You qualify as an accountant, you want to do marketing. So these vertical changes are quite prominent in Sri Lanka. So we must If you do vertical changes, you cannot specialize. So that's why we need to get other faculty universities to be vertical specialists and produce them in those verticals to find jobs and employment. Today, you can take proud of the fact that most of the people that you're producing are having jobs here or overseas. And that is the culture that we must inculcate in all sectors of society. Also, Sri Lanka is also well known for accumulating multiple qualifications. This is the only country probably who might have a person under 30 who's a lawyer, who's an accountant, not only in chartered but CMA, ACCA, CMA, MBA. That's a typical Sri Lankan trait. But in other countries, if you go to, you'll find that a person does only one qualification, and he specializes in that. And the specialty is the one that takes him forward. If you're an accountant, you specialize in accountancy. And that also you can have verticals, insurance, banking, investment banking separately. Why I'm saying this to the young graduates is that you need to make sure that you have a goal in mind and you specialize in that area. As for now, it's good what you're doing. The experience you're getting in private sector, all that is very good experience. But beyond this, when you go to, you have to make sure that you specialize on some particular area. And also think of improving productivity. Sri Lanka's biggest issue that we're having, what we are facing today economically, is productivity. What is the reason that we can't attract investments in the same volumes and frequencies as Vietnam or Malaysia or Indonesia? Is because of productivity. Our productivities are very low. As a result, the cost goes up. Efficiencies are too low. So we need, as a nation, to concentrate and develop and drive productivity in whatever sphere of work we do, if we are to be a competitive nation in the world. With tourism, exports, finance, it is only through productivity that you can increase efficiency and be competitive in the world. In a country like Vietnam, or even China, the labor costs are much higher than us at the moment. But their cost per unit is much less than ours. That is because of the efficiencies they drive, the technology they have introduced, and supply chains they have developed. So Sri Lanka, to go forward from here, you as young people should think of these areas and see how you can increase productivity. Another message that I want to give to you is that Sri Lanka is now in a good position. It has economic stability, it has political stability, it is just beginning to grow. It could be better, I'm sure. It could have been better. But for reasons best known, we had a problem, but we have come out of it, and we are now growing, beginning to grow. As children who have studied here, or benefited from this country, all of you must take a role in contributing to the development of this country. Sri Lankans are quite good at criticizing others and saying what others should be doing, but not what you should be doing. Developing this country and taking it forward and creating it a better place to live is not only the vision of one man, it should be the vision of every one of us. All of us must contribute to the development of this country. People are looking for greener pastures. Young people are looking to go overseas, to migrate. But Sri Lanka is greener now. And I think you should think how you can contribute and be a part of the development process of this country. You all are the youth who are going to the world today, and you have a great future in Sri Lanka. And I'm sure that looking at it positively, all of you will contribute from the education we have received, from the great experience we have received, that we are part of the success of this country. I want to thank the partners, the firms who are here, EY, KPMG, Deloitte. All of us have done a lot to this profession. The three firms and the others have done. Asoka is here. He has done great service to graduates from these universities over the years, bringing people from far-off villages and making sure that they qualify as accountants. So the accounting firms all have done a great job. In my view, in a part of this success can be theirs. Most of the firms have agreements with all universities on training programs, and they have provided the opportunity and the access for young graduates to train. So I want to thank all firms who are taking part in this journey, as much as the other corporate sector. So with those few words, I want to thank the organizers for inviting me. I want to congratulate the Dean and his staff for the excellent job we have done in producing these graduates. And I wish you all the best, and that you will continue to progress as you've done in the past. All the best. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. To appreciate your presence here today, I would like to invite Professor Bandara Vanninayaka, Dean, Faculty of Commerce and Management Studies, accompanied by Professor Amila Munusinghe, Head, Department of Accountancy, to present the token of appreciation. May I now invite our keynote speaker, Mr. Duminda Hulangama, to receive this token of appreciation. Thank you all. Music is the art of combining harmony and expressions of emotions. Let's invite our very own colleagues to entertain us on this evening.
දෙන සමනලියක ගෙන්නේ ගියක් ලැබුණාම රැකගන්නම් දුර අවකාශයේ ගිලී යන දාට පාරී ගොස් නිගියක් ලැබුණාම රැකගන්නම් දුර අවකාශය ඉගිලී යන දාට එක පාරට ආදර මල් සොයන දැනුණා මද හාසනක ඈ හොරහින් වගේ වැළුවා
Thank you all. Next, I would like to invite Mr. Ashoka Jayasinghe, partner Jayasinghe and Company, accompanied by Professor Kamal Tilakasiri, Department of Accountancy, to award the certificates to the interns. And may I invite Mr. Dhananjaya Pathiraja, lecturer, Department of Accountancy, to read out the names of the interns.
Thank you, Rosni. Ladies and gentlemen, let me now call upon the names of the interns along their training partners' names. KAA Ravihara, KPMG, Sri Lanka. KG Jayasuriya, KPMG, Sri Lanka. NIP Rasanjali, Ernst & Young. G. Gironica, KPMG, Sri Lanka. RL Sandaruvan and Sri Lanka Private Limited. IASM Ilankon, Atlas Axilla Private Limited. KJV Ranatunga, MIT Global Solutions Private Limited. HMSS Senaratna, PE Matthew and Company. DMHD Deshapriya, Jayasinghe and Company. PRR Premalal, Atlas Axilla Company Private Limited. GJ Teminder, Deloitte. WAS Chandralal, KPMG, Sri Lanka. LAG Srinath, BRG Silva and Company. NK Abekon, Ernst & Young. RGDM Rajapaksha, Ernst & Young. LD Danujaya, KPMG, Sri Lanka. MAV Vimukti, Convenience Foods Lanka PLC. MAM Akram, Delight. RC Atapattu, KPMG Sri Lanka. WRDH Dilhara, Ernst & Young. WAGL Veerasurya, Ernst & Young. HTDD Pereira, CSC Holdings PLC. WMS Sevandi, Prasanga Pereira and Company. LIE De Silva, Nihal Hettiarachchi and Company. WHA Chopper, KPMG Sri Lanka. K. Natika, Nihal Hettiarachchi and Company. GC Kavisha, Nihal Hettiarachchi and Company. AT Sevandi, KPMG Sri Lanka. WDNAD Veerasinghe, Print Care PLC. HAB Sandamali, Citizens Development Business Finance PLC. IS Dilhara, Citizens Development Business Finance PLC. GMN Lakshani, KPMG Sri Lanka. WANP Tilaklal, Hema Center of Excellence Private Limited. LWKP Fernando, Ernst & Young. P. Selvaraj, Atlas Auxilia Company Private Limited. dining with us. Let me now cordially invite Mr. Sanjay Bandara, former President of Sri Lanka, accompanied by Dr. Anura Karunaratne, Department of Accountancy, to award the certificates. WDNP Basnaika, Ernst & Young. KMMH Karunatilaka, Nihal Hettiarachchi and Company. BHSC Pires, Vijayaratna and Company. AWSM Pires, KPMG Sri Lanka. JMRD Jayasinghe, KPMG Sri Lanka. GK Sandeepani, Nihal Hettiarachchi and Company. HGR Vanadini, Nihal Hettiarachchi and Company. KHSN Fernando, Ernst & Young. HAN Dinoshi, McLennan's Lubricants Limited. AKSS Jayaratna, Sampath Bank PLC. KT Sandeepani, Ernst & Young. KLM and Abhesuriya, SA Silva and Sons Lanka Private Limited. BLKD Jayavira, Video Partners. TK Rajapaksha, Deloitte. HMLK Vijayaratna, KPMG Sri Lanka. JAPD Apuhami, KPMG Sri Lanka. AON Vijay Sirivardhana, Toyota Lanka Private Limited. RMHS Rajasinghe, Ernst & Young. PM Nimantika, Nihal Hettiarachchi and Company. RLAK Ranatunga, KPMG Sri Lanka. APT Shangaji Ernst & Young. RMUN Bandara Ernst & Young. DMJNT Disanayaka Nihaletiyara Jan Company. AAKH Bhumika KPMG Sri Lanka. M Sumaya MAS Active Private Limited. HMBGPLK Herat Ernst & Young. WASC Varya Peruma Deloitte. DGTIU Samarachiva Sisalar Sekularatna and Company. KSH Vikramasinghe KPMG Sri Lanka. HBCH Nilmalgoda Ernst & Young. RAI Ranasinghe Ernst & Young. UHM Nilmani KPMG Sri Lanka. JMD Malshani Ernst & Young. MAT Dilshani Silao Holdings Private Limited. GVH Nimeshika KPMG Sri Lanka. Thank you, sir, for joining with us.
Thank you all. Ladies and gentlemen, dance is the joy of movement and the heart of life. Now it's time for our very own colleagues to soothe your eyes with a rhythmic dance.
සඳවන්
වාශී වූව ශෝභාවතින් කෝලන එක මල් පැතුම් හීන සේයාලඳුන්ගෙන නෙත්ඥාය මත් විය සිත බෝම කැස්සීය තුටු දාලඳුන් රෑන දෙල්ලොව මතක් විය ශෘංගාර රැපෙන තරුසේම දිලිසීය යනෙනා ගමන්තාල ගෙන සුරංගන රූවත උතුරන ආශා රැපුරා රූවරුණා කළඹන මේ සිත ඉංග සුංග පාබත මලරූබර නිත්ඥාය මත්විය සිත බෝම ගැස්සීය දුටු දාලා දුන්රැන දෙව්ලොව මතක් විය ශෘංගාර රැපෙන තරුසේම දිලිසීය යනෙ නාගමන්තාල ගැන දෙහැකුම් ලෝල
मेरा झुमका उठा के लाया यार वे जोगी दाता बरेली के बाजार में मैं तो ठुमका लगा के शर्मा गई बोली घूम कर बजा दे के मैं आ गई मुझको लौटा के नाच ले आजा नाच ले मेरी यार तू नच ले छनक छनक छनकार हो नच ले मेरे यार तू नच ले अब तो लुटा है बाजार सबको बुला के नच ले आजा नच ले मेरे यार तू नच ले छनक छनक छनकार हो नच ले मेरे यार तू नच ले अब तो लुटा है बाजार
Thank you all. Ladies and gentlemen, now I'd like to cordially invite Mrs. Anoji D. Silva, partner, Ernst & Young, accompanied by Professor Vasanthi Madura Peruma, Department of Accountancy, to award the certificates to the interns. May I invite Ms. Sashikala Vijayaratna, lecturer, Department of Accountancy, to read out the names of the interns.
Thank you, Rusni. Now let me call upon the names of the interns along with their training organization. M.A. P.Y. Pereira, Deloitte. H.B.M. Silva, Ernst & Young. H.M.H. H. Chamoda, Ernst & Young. H. Premathilaka, P. Vijayawardana and Company. M. G.S. Dilrukshi, MIT Global Solutions Private Limited. B. M. Madhumali, Axis Engineering PLC. A.M. Disanayaka, Diesel and Motor Engineering PLC. GAAU Karunaratna, Tudava Trading Company Private Limited. BMHC Basnaika, MA's Legato Private Limited. DM Disanayaka, Jayamaha Pushpakumara and Company. SMRB Tilakasiri, Macklans Group Management Limited. SMGB Samaracon, KPMG Sri Lanka. DJCM Karunaratna, KPMG Sri Lanka. LL Pushpakumara, BDA Partners. RMC Niroshan, Creston, Sri Lanka. WT Dilshan, KPMG Sri Lanka. KCU Sugatadasa, BR De Silva and Company. J.R. Kumara, Creston, Sri Lanka. AMLZ Abekon, Alliance Finance Company PLC. LADDH Udani, KPMG Sri Lanka. I would like to cordially invite Mrs. Tamali Rodrigo, partner KPMG Sri Lanka, accompanied by Professor DKY Abewardana, Department of Accountancy, for the certificate awarding. MHTL Madhushani, Ernst & Young. NM Sevwandi, Nihal Hettiarachchi and Company. WNM Madhuvanti, Jayasinghe and Company. RMHP Rajaguru, EB Creasy and Company PLC. HA Lankeshwara, Lankim Ceylon PLC. DMCM Disanaika, Lanka Industrial Estates Limited. KCH Vijayatunga, Mobitel Private Limited. TD Ratnavira, Nihal Hettiarachchi and Company. DAK Prashadi, Diesel and Motor Engineering PLC. GWGN Taruka, KPMG Sri Lanka. BGM Sevwandi, KPMG Sri Lanka. PAPS Panela, Citizens Development Business Finance PLC. MM Fahim, MAM Farmhouse Private Limited. Thank you, madam, for joining with us.
Thank you all. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the high time to felicitate our training partners. Your guidance and continuous support uplifted our journey to a successful career path in accounting. May I invite Professor Bandara Vandinayaka, Dean, Faculty of Commerce and Management Studies, accompanied by Professor Amila Munasinghe, Head, Department of Accountancy, to award the tokens of appreciation to the training partners. May I invite Ms. Kaushalya Silva, Lecturer, Department of Accountancy, and Mr. Dhananjay Pathiraja, Lecturer, Department of Accountancy, to read out the names of the training partners.
Thank you, Rusdi. Ladies and gentlemen, it's an honor to recognize our esteemed training partners whose unwavering support has been invaluable in bridging the gap between academia and the accounting profession, shaping the careers of our undergraduates. We kindly request one representative from each organization to step forward to receive the token of appreciation.
Ernst & Young.
KPMG Sri Lanka.
Deloitte.
Pia De Silva and Company.
BDO Partners.
Cecil Arasikularatne and Company.
Jai Mahapushpa Kumara and Company.
Jai Singha and Company.
Creston, Sri Lanka.
Nihal Hettiarachi and Company.
P.E. Matthew and Company.
Prasanga Pereira and Company.
Vijay Ratna and Company.
Access Engineering PLC.
Alliance Finance Company PLC.
Ansel Lanka Private Limited.
Atlas Auxilia Company Private Limited.
Citizens Development Business Finance PLC.
CIC Holdings PLC.
Convenience Foods Lanka PLC.
Diesel and Motor Engineering PLC.
EB Creasy Company PLC.
MIT Global Solutions Private Limited.
Lanka Industry Estates Limited.
Lankem Ceylon PLC.
MS Active Private Limited.
S. Legato Private Limited.
McLaren's Group.
Mobitel Private Limited.
Printcare PLC.
S.A. Silva and Sons Lanka Private Limited.
Sampath Bank PLC.
Toyota Lanka Private Limited.
Tudavu Trading Company Private Limited.
MAM Farmhouse Private Limited.
Thank you, sir and madam. To all our esteemed training partners, we appreciate you for being a vital part of our internship journey. Your guidance has shaped futures and your generosity has built careers. Thank you all once again.
Thank you all. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we arrive at the most anticipated highlight of the evening, the recognition of the best performers of the Internship in Accounting 2025. Now, let's take a look at the nominees for Internship Awards for Excellence 2025.
Nominees for the Best Performer 2025. From a pool of 125 aspiring interns, 35 made it to the shortlist, and finally 14 emerged as outstanding interns ready to make an impact. Talent, dedication, excellence. Let's look at the nominees. Sachit Ilankur, Atlas Axelia Company Private Limited. Nadija Abekur, Ernst & Young. Mohammed Asim Mohammed Akram, Deloitte. Dinusha Veerasurya, Ernst & Young. Natika Kandavel, Nihal Hettiarachchi & Company. Priyal Selvaraj, Atlas Axelia Company Private Limited. Tarushi Sandeepani, Ernst & Young. Akasha Vijayasirivardhana, Toyota Lanka Private Limited. Tanuri Sankaji, Ernst & Young. Uresha Bandara, Ernst & Young. Aeshi Ranasinghe, Ernst & Young. Buddhi Silva, Ernst & Young. Lakshan Abeko, Alliance Finance Company PLC. Denini Hiruni Udhani, KPMG.
So, may I cordially invite Senior Professor PMC Tilakaratne, Vice Chancellor, Open University of Sri Lanka, and Senior Professor JMD Aryaratne, Department of Accountancy, to the stage to present the Internship Awards for Excellence 2025. And I would like to invite Mr. Ashen Rajapaksha, Coordinator, Internship in Accounting, to declare the names of the winners.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. As the internship coordinator of the accountancy degree program, it's my great pleasure to stand before you to announce the name of the best performers 2025. Due to high competition, this time we have 2 third places. Third place goes to Uresha Bandara. Third place goes to Nadija Abekon. Then second place goes to Tarushi Sandipani. Now, the best performer 2025 is Muhammad Akram Azim. Thank you so much.
Thank you all. And congratulations to the award winners. We congratulate you and wish you all the very best for your future endeavors. Ladies and gentlemen, we are honored to appreciate the guidance and support extended by the coordinator in Internship in Accounting 2025. For that, may I cordially invite Professor Amila Munasinghe, Head, Department of Accountancy. And I would like to invite Mr. Ashen Rajapaksha, Lecturer, Department of Accountancy, to receive the token of appreciation for his tremendous contribution towards the Internship Program 2025. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, now we have reached the end of this remarkable event. To deliver the word of thanks, now may I invite Buddhi Silva to the podium.
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it's an immense honor and privilege to stand before you today as the main coordinator of Idea Night 2025. On behalf of the Department of Accountancy, University of Kelaniya, I would like to express my deepest gratitude to all those who have supported us in countless ways to bring this event to fruition. First and foremost, I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to the Vice Chancellor of the University of Kelaniya, Senior Professor Nilanthi De Silva. Dear Madam, we are grateful for your kind support. Next, I would like to express my sincere appreciation to the chief guest of this today's event, Professor Bandara Wannenayaka, Dean, Faculty of Commerce and Management Studies, University of Kelaniya. Dear sir, your guidance and encouragement have been invaluable throughout this event's timeline. A special note of appreciation goes to the keynote speaker of today's event, Mr. Tuminda Hulangamur, Chairman, Ceylon Chamber of Commerce and Country Managing Partner at Ernst & Young, Sri Lanka and Maldives. We deeply appreciate your inspiring, thought-provoking insights, which have left a lasting impact, and your presence today made this event truly special. Next, I extend to our heartfelt appreciation to the Professor Amila Munasinghe, Head, Department of Accountancy, University of Kelaniya, for her leadership, guidance, and presence today, and her enduring support. Next, I would like to thank all the training partners for giving us the opportunity to get the practical exposure while developing our skills. And I would like to thank all the invitees and representatives from professional institutions, corporate bodies, and audit firms for their presence and contribution. Such an event does not come together overnight. Many months of planning and effort have led to this moment. I would like to express our heartfelt gratitude to Mr. Ashen Rajapaksha, Internship Coordinator, for his continued support and guidance throughout this year. We are incredibly grateful for your commitment and the impact that you have made on our journey. Further, I acknowledge the support extended by all the professors and lecturers of the Department of Accountancy, the technical staff, and non-academic members of the department for being the backbone and the valuable support they have provided us in this 4-year university expedition. A special thanks goes to all the sponsors of this event whose generosity has made this night a success. We sincerely appreciate the Chartered Institute of Management Accountants, UK, our main sponsor, for their pivotal support in realizing our vision. I would also like to extend our sincere gratitude to all the co-sponsors of this event whose support has made this occasion possible. Your belief in the importance of this event has been crucial, and we are thankful for your untiring commitment. A special thanks to the members of the organizing committee whose dedication and hard work have made this event a remarkable success. Today's event is another outcome of our hard work, and I would like to take this opportunity to thank all my colleagues for the events that we have conducted over the past 4 years and successfully carried out. Finally, I owe an apology to anybody who supported and helped us to organize this event, but whom I have forgotten to acknowledge here today. Thank you all once again for your support, dedication, and presence here tonight. May this evening be a celebration of our hard work, partnerships, and bright future ahead. Wishing you all success in your journeys, and may we continue to achieve great things together. Thank you all, and have a wonderful evening.
Thank you, Buddhi. Ladies and gentlemen, with that, it brings us to the end of this remarkable evening. It's true that we have gained so much of experience throughout our internship program. The next in line would be exploiting such knowledge and experience to enhance the value throughout our career ladder. Wish you all the very best for your future endeavors. And thank you very much for being with us at the Idea Night 2025. To conclude formal proceedings, please rise for the national anthem.
Sri Lanka Mata, Upper Sri Lanka, Namo 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 Mata, Sundara Sri Karini, Surani Ati Sobhamana Lanka, Ranya Kadaya Mekamal Valaturu Kiri Jaya Bhumiya Ranya, Apamata Sapa Siri Seta Sadhana, Jivana Ye Mata, Vilikanu Mena Apabhakti Puja, Namo Namo Mata, Upper Sri Lanka, Namo 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 Mata, Upave Apavidya, Upamaya Apasatya, Upave Apashanti, Apahagatula Bhakti, Upa Apa-aloke, Apage Anuprane, Upa Apa-jivanane, Apa-muktiya Upade, Nava-jivana Devini, Vikrina Apa-kubudu Karan Mata, Jnana Vida Vada Vandina Ragena Yanu
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. The cocktail reception is now open for you all. Enjoy the rest of the evening and thank you very much.